All right, ladies and genitals, here we are today, the hostess with the mostest, Senor Carlos Cruz, and I can't be no. Today we're talking Zombieland 2, the talk about it. Let's just talk about
Horrible
it.
movie.
Horrible
movie.
It's 10 years
Too late.
10 years.
Literally 10 years. 10 years too late.
I would have enjoyed this movie five years ago.
Probably, right?
I would enjoy this movie right after the last one.
The last one? Yeah, more. Why didn't you give me more?
Yeah, but we'll get to that.
I would have enjoyed this more before the Amazon
It literally
series.
did a Ben Affleck in Pearl Harbor. I had some in the beginning. I loved it, and he disappeared and came back, and I was like, dude, what the hell?
Can you put it like... Yeah, let's put it like that.
In the meantime, you've done some shit. You've plowed a woman, and then it comes back all of a sudden. Like, oh yeah, remember me?
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I'm banging somebody else.
So is it really his fault? Is it really
I'm
his
banging
fault?
Walking Dead.
Oh my god.
Anyways, yeah.
Well, they were banging Cruz's chick.
So we saw Zombieland a couple months ago. It came out last year? Yes.
Yeah. Well, we wanted to think about it.
We wanted to think about it. We just didn't want to
it.
spew it out like we might do with other ones.
Yeah.
But anyways, Zombieland 2. We start off with a great music by Metallica,
Like always.
Personally, I was not a fan of the intro. It was just kind of like, you got the same one from like the last one.
That was, I think, one of the things about this film. It copied a lot from the first one.
Yeah, it tried to hold on to whatever was. It's one of those things. If it's good,
If it's not broken, don't fix it.
But what if you? And it just felt like just plain.
I that's one thing I liked. It did the old stuff well, but it wasn't too self-indulgent.
I don't know. No.
No.
I didn't like that. It was just them just kind of circling around. I was like, can you show?
Well, the scene itself was a bit boring.
It was boring. I liked the whole. Like in the beginning,
explaining the new zombies.
Yeah, well, that was good.
Yeah.
Even though it kind of felt corny at times. Like, I get it.
The Homer.
There was a lack of imagination.
Yeah.
Like the director was just like, whatever.
Like,
you guys are getting
do
paid.
you remember the first one? Like,
that was great.
Like you could just see everything going to shit. Look at Walking Dead. I'll Fear the Walking Dead. You should have just done that.
Exactly.
I wanted to know the story of that guy with the suit just shooting that AK.
Oh yeah, it looked like one of those. It was from a Fantasy Island type.
Mafia guy just taking out
I wonder
zombies.
if the series would have worked and they focused on other characters.
I think that would have been better. That would have been a better version of like Zombieland or like even Fear the Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Where they just do like how they say kill of the week.
Yeah.
So let's go see the other people.
Yeah, let's see the other people. Why
Let's go
didn't
see
they
that
do
lady
that?
that crushed that dude with the piano.
Or the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
That one was corny.
That was I was like, no.
I think that one they felt like we could say it and no one will say
No one's
nothing.
gonna say anything.
So yeah, we start off with the gang basically running into the White House. By the way, today's pizza is brought to you by Domino's because
we sold out and they're sponsoring us now.
No, they're not. They will never. But anyways, yeah, Domino's. We got ourselves the meat lovers type. So if anybody's interested, come on down to Domino's and have some merchandise and some good drinks and stuff at Domino's.
Stop pandering to corporate.
Corporate wants me.
Corporate America.
Give us money, Domino's.
Anyways, basically they find to the White House and they all kind of like snuggle in there, finding their new home, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Doing America a great service.
Living in the White House, how would you feel about that?
Living in the White House?
Yeah. What would you do, Carlos?
What would I do there?
Yeah.
I'd check out what's all the hype with this Monica Lewinsky.
Oh, is this the desk? Is there like a secret compartment I don't know? It's like one of those magicians disappearing acts.
Behind the bookshelf, there's like a coke den, as the orgy place where the president uses that nobody knows.
Reagan times.
The Reagan orgy office.
Right.
The Lincoln slave fighting pits.
Wonderful. I know. I don't commit to slaves. How about you, Cruz? How would you
Ghost
feel?
hunting.
Ghost hunting. You'd be like the first ghost hunter in the White House.
The White House, all right, Abraham, where are you?
All right, well then we move forward, and then basically the gang gets
Wait.
What
did you do in the White House?
I blow that son of a bitch up. Basically.
I know first you would take a shit.
No, I would like to say at the White Horse.
The what?
The White Horse. Rest in peace, Michael Clark Duncan.
You went too soon. The
yeah.
White House. The White House. Yeah,
you want to go at the White
You would like to stay in the Lincoln bedroom over the summer, stuff like that.
Bear would like to stay at the White Horse.
White House. White House.
White House. Yeah, he'd like to stay in the Lincoln bedroom of the White House for the summer. Stuff like that.
Sure, I think we can take care of some of that.
That's the best type of list that you would want. No one wants to pay taxes. They never want to pay taxes ever again.
None of them ever want to pay taxes.
Do you think they ever committed to that? Like, do you think those wishes were
you
done?
gotta.
You have to, right? They saved the world. But anyways, enough about Armageddon. Classic.
Fuck Zombieland. Let's talk about Armageddon.
Armageddon's gonna be
I'm
another.
leaving
Yes.
on a jet plane.
Okay, so anyway, Zombieland, we move forward, and basically the girls get all pansy and like emotional, right? They're like, man, we're bored here. Let's go travel again.
Yeah, didn't she got all panicky after
The engagement.
Yeah, Wichita and Little Rock.
After he gives her that giant ass ring.
Columbus proposes.
He proposed with a fucking
It's
nap,
the
right?
FDR ring.
Oh yeah, it's the heart of the sea.
Yeah, it's just the Hope
Titanic.
Diamond.
The whole diamond, yeah. So basically, they trip out, right, and then they leave them, right? They ditch them like how they did in the first one, right?
Yeah,
Typical.
Typical women.
women. Yeah,
Yeah.
women.
And then basically they get all like bored after, right? The boy's like, "What do we do now?" And they're like, "I guess we'll go shopping."
Yeah, he's all like, "Get over it. It's been a month already."
Right? And he does, since they go to the mall and they run into this Madison, this
Lover.
Bimbo.
Lover.
this bimbo, this wonderful soul,
Bless her heart.
this rainbow monkey girl. And basically he bangs her, right? He bangs Columbus.
She's all like, "It's either you or the old guy next door."
Yeah, and he's like, "Fuck it." And then after
Wait, there's ways. Is it because of Jesus you don't want to do this? Because there's ways around that.
yes. I know. Anyways, and after what, Wichita comes back, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she basically goes, "Oh,
Kyle goes crazy because he's banging another chick.
no." Well, first they were like, my sister left me. she got emotional hormones.
It leaves her with a no. It's like, wow, what a shitty way to do that.
All right.
Can you imagine someone doing that to you? Oh, wait.
Oh yeah, Columbus bringing that back. Yeah, then obviously they're like, then Tallahassee finds out like, oh yeah, she ditched me for some hippie, and it's like, fuck.
Father of the Year.
Father of the Year, by the way. Yeah, Tallahassee Father of the Year and President. So
Take up the boots. Take up the boots. Okay, I'll take up the boots.
Oh,
If I
yeah.
found out my daughter was dating a hippie, I'd react the same way.
right, I'd be like, get a job.
Berkeley.
Get a job, yeah, hippie.
Berkeley.
So then they go on a witch hunt to go save Little Rock, and then
The van.
the van, yeah, basically, and then they travel, and then there's one great scene in the movie where they show how they've improved in doing how to handle business with zombies. They do a little like
when they're on top of the
Clock.
they
around
do
the
a
caravan.
clock, right? Yeah, they do a clock.
6 o'clock. 1 o'clock. 1:30.
And that was pretty cool that they did something that like I'm pretty sure a lot of people were interested in knowing like how did you guys survive and all that stuff.
Well, in the movie, in the actual movie, 10 years have passed by, right?
yeah,
So,
literally like
yeah.
how it just happened,
Yeah. So yeah, we're assuming they would get better.
right? You
Yeah.
assume it. Damn, they really got like 10 years in and they're just like we're through. We're getting bored.
Peace out.
Yeah, like
Hey, you know what? Something. We had to see every single zombie they mentioned except the ninja.
yeah. Remember it was a T-1000 or Teen.
No. We thought it too.
No, the ninja's the one. Remember when they're going through the ninjas, and the ninja's the one where you're in the dark and it just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah. Oh,
And it's Asian for some reason.
oh yeah. It's an Asian zombie.
Racist.
Oh, that's okay. It's okay. But anyways, so then after that they make their way to Elvis's love home. It's because I know.
Elvis land.
Yeah, Tallahassee was like, "Hey, this place is the shit," and Little Rock was like, "Oh my God, you're right."
Well,
'Cause
that's the Holy Land for.
Yeah, for Tallahassee, and it was pretty much one thing that they during the time they were together, there was like kind of like had a daughter and father bond, so they're like, hey, I would go here, and I think that she ended up making her way there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, the gang meets, goes to what the fuck's the place called? Graceland.
Yeah,
Graceland. And then
Is it Graceland?
Yeah,
yeah, but it's a shitland after that.
Yeah. It's burned down.
It's
Yeah.
burned down.
But they find the other hotel.
Then they go to a hotel where it's like, hey, come
That's
this
where
way.
they find Nevada.
And that's where they run into Nevada, played by Rosario Dawson.
Yes.
And
I like how you
Fox
said that
it.
with an accent.
Rosario Dawson.
Rosario.
He's not Italian.
Rosario.
Oh,
He's the
what's
Italian
the,
one.
What's the dude? Oh, from Inglourious Bastards. How do you say your name?
Gorlami.
Garlami.
I don't speak Italian. Like I said, third best. Shut the fuck up.
Right? So, anyways, they meet Nevada and kind of explaining like, oh, hey, they probably went to Hippielandia, this one place in Zombieland where it's just a bunch of hippies.
She almost,
Europia.
they almost Bill Murray him.
They almost Bill Murray.
And I like how in the movie they make that into the joke. I almost Bill Murray'd you.
Oh yeah, when they find out, I'm just curious how they found out about that. Like, did they ever know? They know?
How did they find out about?
I don't think
Bill
they
Murray?
bring it up that they.
Well, that could happen in 10 years.
Do you think they brought it up at the end where they think someone did him in with like when that happened when he turned to a zombie?
I think maybe like in those 10 years they met somebody and somebody told them that they killed Bill Murray, and then that person was just like, oh, I met people who killed Bill Murray.
Damn, monsters. Anyways, we go back. They go to Nevada's place and they basically look for answers, and then they run into their doppelgangers, Albuquerque and Flagstaff, which is basically
I hated Flagstaff.
they look like each other.
I think the joke is supposed to be about the series.
I feel like that too. Like it was a run in. Like, oh yeah, these guys are these guys. It's like,
Yeah.
no, you're not. But then they have this whole little confrontation, and then like Flagstaff and Columbus love each other. Like, oh, you have this. Oh, you name them which the commandments.
The commandments,
Yeah.
The rules.
The rules.
And they're basically the same thing, just worded differently.
Yeah, basically. It's like, oh yeah, this and this, and then they meet. They talk about this new zombie. It's called the
T1000.
T1000, and they're
I
like,
am
oh
TX
yeah.
Model 101.
All right. And then then the boys see the zombies out there, and they're like, oh, we'll handle it. Obviously,
They're
Columbus.
in a dick measuring contest.
Yeah,
for
Columbus and
Nevada.
Tallahassee are like, oh, okay, you handle it. Guess you don't need help. And like, yeah. And then they get killed, and then they get infected.
They get bit.
They get bit, and then basically there's a big showdown. That's probably the best scene in the whole movie when it's just them versus them.
Fighting
Like,
each other.
yeah, it was cool. Like it was like
It was all one shot.
it almost felt like it. I hope it was.
Well, there's ways you can get around it, but yeah, I like how they did it. It was
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, it was like all right.
That fight scene or Daredevil highway fight scene?
Oh,
This
Daredevil.
one.
Daredevil. You can't compare.
They're both awesome.
Yeah, but I mean that's a big stretch. That one or Batman from Batman vs Superman.
And
like, come on.
the Daredevil one, that one was actually real. Like they just dropped them off in the hood and told them, make your way up the building.
Yeah, he was basically doing like the guy from Raid.
Oh wow.
But anyways, after that they end up killing them off, Albuquerque and Flagstaff, because the gang is better than them. And then after that, they make their way to Hippielandia, right? Or Europa, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Europa sounds like what we were before when the country just split up.
Pangea.
Pangea, right? It sounds so like that.
It sounds like the way a douchebag who's been to Europe once would say it.
Oh, I went to Europa.
I went to Europa. I was there. It was Shui.
What happened after when they meet with them, Carlos?
They take their guns.
They take their guns.
They take their guns. Yeah, man. Peace and love. And
I'm a little disappointed. I thought there was something up with that.
they built it up like they built up Terminus in The Walking Dead.
Yeah, which was great.
And then when you get there, nope. What episode?
What episode? Literally, it was just that's it.
Yeah. Then when you get there, it's like, oh, it's just a bunch of hippies. How are you still alive?
Right? Literally, it was. Because at one point, near the end of obviously something happens, and then they're just like, oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah. I kind of wanted them to go, fuck you. You guys can burn. Fuck
Right?
you guys.
But after that, it was just kind of like they meet up with Little Rock, and they're like, hey, come back with us.
Yeah, that's when the movie kind of lost me because I was like, okay, you kind of Just wrap it up.
Yeah. Hurry this up.
Yeah, hurry this up. I got shit to do.
What happened after that, Cruz? After they're like, all right, we meet again. So what happens?
Well, they decided to stay there.
Who decides to say?
The group.
All of them?
No. Tallahassee wants to leave because he feels that he doesn't fit there. He likes to be the lone buffalo.
Lone buffalo.
He's part Native American.
Oh, yeah.
The lone buffalo.
He needs to get back in touch with his roots. Yeah, and he finds that
it's Babylon.
Oh, a place. Not Hippielandia.
Not Hippielandia.
we're
Babylon.
calling it Hippielandia.
Hippielandia. It stays.
Yeah, so he finds that there's like an army, a horde of zombies headed their way, and he's all like, I guess I gotta help them. Never mind a totally hot
They
chick
gotta
that can
shut up the
plow.
fireworks.
He basically does like a Mulan in one scene.
Yeah.
I'm gonna train you guys.
I'll turn around.
We'll make men out of you.
I'm gonna make you actual people.
I gotta be honest, I was a little disappointed with that last battle.
It wasn't really a battle.
Yeah.
It looked like it was set up anything. Also, yeah, so they finally get in. He warns everybody, like, hey, everybody, there's zombies coming.
Where's our guns?
Yeah, and they're like, nothing. So they're like, oh, yeah, let's prepare by, like, doing something. Like, what were they doing, Cruz?
Gasoline. Oil.
I love it. Gasoline, oil. You sound like the Joker. Gunpowder and gasoline.
I like things that burn.
They started firefighting the safe haven. What is it? What is it? Hippielandia?
Mm-hmm.
They started fortifying it, and then they started putting explosives everywhere. And was there explosives? I forgot.
There was something.
No, it's because remember that when they shot up fireworks, and that's what attracted the zombies.
Oh, they put a spinner to attract the zombies to where they were.
Yeah.
Oh, like where
yeah,
they're
it was a
going now.
spinner, yeah. Even though they already knew they were going that way.
Right? Like, yeah, but
And then from there, it looked like they were done.
yeah.
It looked like they were gonna get eaten by the zombies.
Which that they did basically the same scene with Tallahassee
At the theme park.
At the theme park
Yeah,
when he's by
with
himself.
all of them now.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I felt it before then. I really I was like, don't die, Tallahassee. And then this one, I was like, oh man, they did the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, you got a good 10 years. I don't mind if you die now.
Yeah.
You live long enough.
And then what happens? Do they die?
Sunday. Monster truck comes out of nowhere.
Monster truck that was owned by Albuquerque, by the way, right?
Yes, that is now owned by Nevada.
Dick move, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fuck with a man's car. He said it in part 1.
Never.
Don't fuck with a man's caddy.
And then after that, she comes down and she monster trucks the shit out of them, right?
And then they run the gauntlet.
Basically, right? This Sunday,
monster truck,
Grave Digger,
Bigfoot.
oh my god!
all Sunday, all Jewish.
Yeah,
introducing-
Hanukkah at your house.
Introducing brand new driver, Nevada.
Yeah, basically, and then at one point it seems like they're gonna die, and then what happens? They just start throwing stuff from the top, right? From the top of the tower. Madison and Berkeley, the hippie that Little Rock wanted to get at, was like, "Oh my God, let's throw shit at them."
If they're gonna throw shit, throw Berkeley off.
Right? And then what they make your way, they kind of like lead up like a little tower going up the stairs.
And again, they tease you they're gonna die.
It's just a bunch of them with like paper mache things going, run this way, run this
I like
way.
how the zombies literally, they're supposed to be like the T-1000s, and they're just going like fucking Homer.
Straight line.
Yeah. It was like, wait a minute.
They're beelining it to the front, and Tallahassee's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna kill myself. Psych, bitches.
Lone buffalo.
So they jump off a little cliff from the top of the tower, and then like Tallahassee's like, I'm gonna fall from this rope I hang myself in.
And he's just hanging there, and they all die.
Yes, and that's how
That's how the movie ends.
No, it doesn't end like that. No, basically they help out Tallahassee, little Columbus, and everybody gets together and pulls them out, and that's pretty much what happens. The movie just kind of is one of those type where it's just like, hey, we went to go find Little Rock. Little Rock got emotional. She wanted to bang a kid, cause you know you're hungry, young, thirsty. You gotta do something. I mean, the movie almost felt like a little bit from the first one.
Yeah.
I think My biggest pros from the movie was the actors were on point, like always.
Yeah, like I thought they were just gonna be like, oh, okay, I'm just here for the paycheck, whatever.
Yeah, like the Academy Award winner.
I like that commercial they made for like when they first started, and now it's like Emmy Award winning,
Right.
Oscar.
This movie is the shit. You know,
all of them have Oscars now, so you gotta do it.
I mean, the zombie kills were tight too. The one scene from when they start doing that 6 o'clock, they're showing their skills. That zombie that jumps off the
bus.
the little.
Oh yeah, and he like his body lands all crooked. And
Yeah. They start, but they're shooting at him at the same time. So
Yeah.
that's tight. Then Rosario Dawson, man, like everything she's in, that's always interesting to watch. Like I like her. Like she's awesome. She was cool in Clerks too. She was cool in she was in The Defender. She was basically in every like Netflix Marvel like
show.
Yeah, Marvel Knights, right? Or what do you call
Defenders?
it? Defenders.
She screwed everybody.
Yeah, but she was cool with it.
Don't take it personal, man.
All right.
She screwed
Hey
me.
man, whoa, hey man. That's too much. But I mean, what do you guys? What pros did you guys have for that movie?
Comedy, the action, the Bill Murray scene at the end.
Oh yeah, so then like the movie ends where the team rides off into the sunset. They're like, fuck Hippielandia. We're gonna be on our own. They figure out the greatest adventures with having friends and family together.
Sounds like a fucking Barney episode.
And then
I know, right?
And then it ends, and they show Bill Murray again, but
Day one of the
infection, and basically what
He starts
happened?
going freaking WWF on everybody.
What's the
Freaking
name
steel
of the
chairs.
What's the name of the guy interviewing him? Matt Lauer.
Is it?
Was it Matt Lauer or was it a chick?
We got Matt Lauer was there.
What was that? Alan Roper or Alan?
Al Roper or some shit like that.
Al Sharpman. I don't know.
Yeah, Al Roper or something, and it is like he gets infected. It's like, oh shit.
Piss off. Is it out? But anyways,
What kind of zombie you got up there? Bite your head off, man.
right? I think for me, my cons was nothing was really. The story wasn't that big, eventful. Like you think sequels, you think Terminator 2, you think Dark Knight,
They had more money and more resources. They could have self-indulged a little more.
right? That's what I was thinking.
Like they could have made that. They could have made that last battle just a gore fest. You know,
I was
have
thinking of
fun.
that.
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah,
it was
like there's a shitload of people. Why don't you do like a mayhem brawl with all these zombies? Just everybody just dude. The Walking Dead did a scene. I think it was season 5. I believe when all the horde came into Alexandria, and they didn't do much. Literally, at one point, it just shows them just like by themselves in the dark, and them just slashing away at. It doesn't look like they're slashing at nothing, but it looks cool. The visual, just them going nuts on like whatever they're trying to kill. And then, like I said, they don't show the zombie. They just show them get more greasier, more dirtier, more bloody, and it's just dark. You don't see anything, but it's like probably one of the best scenes for that season, with just them going nuts on like every zombie, and you can feel it. You're like, oh fuck, they're killing everybody. Everyone's dead, even them. They killed each other probably. But yeah, like I didn't see that. It was just kind of like, oh, okay.
we blew it all on the intro.
Basically,
pretty much that's what it feels.
Metallica. Metallica charges like
We actually filmed in the White House, and that cost a lot of money.
Yeah, at that time, Trump was very anxious about it. Well, are they really gonna be zombies?
Listen, I would be ashamed if you make a great intro and then you just botch the ending.
yeah.
That would just be horrible. This would be the worst trade deal ever.
Basically, yeah, I think that for me it wasn't big. It didn't feel big. That's what she said.
They promoted it to be an epic movie, and it just felt like you were just watching the first one all over again.
Yeah, like the intro was meh. But any other cons for you?
I thought they would have made like a joke, like or something, been more self-conscious of the fact that 10 years have passed.
Yeah, they kind of were just like, oh, okay.
They were kind of acting like, oh, that happened just a few weeks ago. You know?
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, they
like,
said in the beginning, but like it just still didn't feel like, like
10 years together, and they're like, yeah, that's all we're gonna
Yeah.
get. Like, I thought this movie would be more clever. Like, you expect a little bit more clever writing.
Yeah,
That's what I wanted.
Yeah, at one point, yeah, something like that. And then at one point, you feel like they would have gotten bigger, right? The group, like yeah, like even though they kind of look like they hate everybody, like Wichita, you know, when in part 1, we're like, oh, no one invited you, no one asked you out, like yeah, it was the girl's choice. And she's like,
Those bitches.
Like, I don't feel like, you know, and they obviously Tallahassee just doesn't look like they like anybody. Like, the group literally feels like they're antisocial, but you would think they absorb more of them.
More anti-social, because you figure the people who would survive an apocalypse would be antisocial.
Yeah. So, you know, but, how about you, Cruz? Any other cons that you kind of,
There wasn't enough Metallica.
There was enough Metallica. All right.
What did you think of the new characters they made, though?
Madison was adorable.
I
She's a
love
little
her.
rainbow monkey.
I was kind of happy she didn't turn into a zombie.
Yeah.
I thought she was. They did the whole Carol. Look at the flowers. They just shoot her in the back. You know.
And she comes back in the ice cream truck.
Yeah. The only person I was like, whatever, was Berkeley.
Clowns.
He was really like a douche.
I wanted him to die so badly.
That's another thing I didn't like.
What?
There wasn't deaths.
Oh, like no one really died.
Besides Albuquerque and the other guy.
Flagstaff.
Yeah,
I'm glad he
Flagstaff.
died.
Yeah, but
Forget him, man.
I'll give it to you,
Silicon
yeah.
Valley.
but there weren't like major deaths in the movie.
There weren't any deaths in the first one.
Yeah, but
Well,
like
it's kind of hard, right, with comedy and like horror. Like that's one of those tricky ones, right? Like, how do you try to make it super like oh yeah, it's scary, but it's not. Like like Shaun of the Dead, right? They do it. I mean, people die.
Yeah.
Literally. Even it feels comedic too. Like,
Oh, they rip him apart. They're
Yeah.
like, oh my god.
Yeah, the guy trying
but
to
that's
get him.
hilarious.
yeah, exactly. And it's true, you know. There weren't a lot of death, but I mean, I don't know. I think I guess the problem was there wasn't enough side people where you're like, let's kill
yeah.
him.
Well, I mean, they did have all of Hippielandia. Fucking,
But no one died.
dude, fucking take them out. Give us that scene where they just massacre hippies.
Right? Oh, the great fucking massacre.
You know, but I did enjoy the movie.
The Zippies?
The Zippies?
Is it be called Zippies?
Zippy.
They're gonna be
Totally high, man. No, man, he just has the munchies.
Yo, man, yeah, I hear this brain's gluten free.
Oh, fuck it. I hate it. Well, boys and girls, this was our talk about the Zombieland. Do we give it a score right here? Do you guys have a understand? I think we need to come up with a score meter and.
It can't. Let's come up with one before we're not how right now. Let's just say we didn't hate this movie.
no.
We liked it.
Yeah. 10 years too late, but yeah.
10 years too late. Yeah, it was too little, too late.
Yes, you're just 10 years.
But we still liked it. We still got it, and we're still like, ooh, yum, yum.
Yeah, it's good. Well, that was us, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, bye.
This is the way.